Welcome on in and gather round, everyone. It's time for some more Age of Wonders 4 and part 4 of our Eternal Chord campaign. We are here with Li Dao and the Burning Wind Defenders, where we need to select our next research. But I just like pulling out to the map. Let's see real quick. Yeah, no, we're doing all right. So it is. I think it's about the same turn we left off last night. I did kind of finish up and move some guys around afterwards, so I fell asleep pretty much immediately after. So do I remember what happened? Definitely not. We are going to be attacking this Forsaken Cove here next turn. Hopefully this, I think they're right here. A stack of Kraken does not turn around. We can pretty easily handle it with 2 stacks of our own. But any more than that, it's going to be a little bit too dicey. Li Dao and his troops are coming on down after subjugating Inioch the Fallen. Now fights for our side, and I think it's just about time to declare war here on Melanus and her, I think she's even called, like, yeah, the Undead Lichbringers. She has, how do you have grievances against us? Hang on now, what is going on here? Li Dao is planning to cast all, oh, see, she's fabricated it. Yes, I'm indeed planning to cast all the rulers into the void. It's gonna be a bad time for you. Alright, she's trying to start trouble. Our Wayfarer enchantment is done, which is going to allow our scouts to be very quick. Good if we want to use it later on, just to make sure our scouts can keep an eye on all of our enemies. It's a pretty good idea. But for our next tome, I think we are going to go ahead and snag the Tome of Artificing. I was trying to decide between Artificing, Winds, Shades, and Construct here. None of our current Chaos Tomes are going to actually be giving us any kind of fire damage. We could go back in the Tome Library and grab the Tome of Pyromancy here, which would do a good job of buffing our troops up in terms of damage against the undead. So you know what? This feels kind of backwards. But we're going to go snag the Tome of Pyromancy just to further buff us against the undead troops here.
Fire is sacred. It is the beginning and the end. It is passion and destruction. It is life and death. Harness the essence of the flame. Watch it bring your enemies to smoldering ruin. Behold the beauty in the ashes. As the inferno burns the land, so does it give soil vitality, bringing life from destruction wherever it spreads.
Thank you, Words of Yaka the Crazy. We're just going to go ahead and grab the Searing Blades here. It gives us do more fire damage, less physical damage, and then we will be dealing more damage to targets that are burning, which we should be catching lads on fire left and right here. Empire Development Skill. We are going to save that for either the Advanced Logistics or just the... Hang on now. Alright, I'll have to cut that out. Grandfather Nurgle. I think they call him... No, I don't remember what the fans call him, but Grandfather Nurgle's decided to grant me with just an absolute coughing fit. And so as I'm recovering, I will cut the worst of that out. Other thing I've done is I brought our warriors up to kind of keep an eye on the city ruins and go stand on them if we need to. We've got some pretty elite troops, so let's move on in. Sundrin, your job is to wait. And now we have some gold to spend here. Let's keep powering up our Tithe Collector, while also empowering our growth. We've got 69 production. Nice. I'm gonna grab a Forester. Tithe Collector keeps grabbing 2 gold per. Now we got 2 turns for the Avenger here. 2 for the Hollow Devotion. I think we want to save for the most part. Good news is our buildings are all cheaper now by 25%. Let's go ahead and boost up growth here. And then up at the Lead Temple, can we rush anything? 88 to rush is not a keep, but I would prefer not to. Let's wait till next turn. In fact, let's go ahead and get the Wayfarer enchantment activated now. We've got 4 scouts, or I guess we got 2 scouts, so it's 2 each. Not too bad. Just make it so they are able to get around the map a little bit faster. Right then, I think that's our turn. We'll deal with this Astral Rift, but only if someone pays us for it. Alright, day 42 dawns. Looks like the Kraken's just sailing around being mean. So we'll come out to the seas, take out these 2 together. A risky battle? You know, I would assume so. They're a long ways off, so we'll have to try to bring the troops together. We do have 2 sets of healers, and then 1 spellcaster. So hey, I think we've got the means. The only real danger here is this Tide Spirit. What do you have weakness-wise? You don't have any lightning, and they have actually some spirit resist. So the most dangerous thing here is going to be this splooshy water boy. Let's do it. Still not a battle where we are outnumbered, though, so it's just risky. If they want to split up, we have 2 sets of heroes that are perfectly capable of handling their own. Awakening him, too, would be awesome, though. If we get too close together, we're in danger of being hit by a bunch of 4-hex code, a bunch of AoE nonsense. We could sail it up here. Hit this group with a fire evocation. It's not going to do much to the Tide Spirit, of course, but everyone else takes a little bit of damage. But since we're on the water, you can't be... Oh man, the water map's actually going to counter us pretty aggressively, aren't they? Oh, I guess not. Happy to be wrong. You would have to move up to use that. The Banshee could teleport behind, but I don't really think that's that big a deal. Make ourselves an Honor Blade wall. Ghost ship can pretty much hit whoever it wants. It's got the Wail of the Lost for everyone around it. So be it. Okay, I don't care about the ghost ship anymore, game. Oh, but you do. Oh, but I promise you I don't. What is going on here? Forcibly select one of our units, alright. We true shot anyone? Not from here. Oh, you all are so lucky. Alright, so let's just drop the Twin Awakening. And this is just a wall of lads that we can take down with the Honor Blades. Honor Blades or Zealots, either one. Have you moved to here? Should I draw them into this area? We can try maybe even blow up the barrels. Ghost Boy, you can go all the way to that position. If we just move her here, you can fire on just about everyone. We'll bring you to this side, and then you up to defend Sundren. This is the angle that's going to hurt a little bit. I can almost guarantee. Alright, someone's in a baby Banshee. And she just goes for some cruel shots. As do both. I consolidate all that damage here, I can heal it up. More poison. Goes for the Oosh. Didn't do that well for him. Alright. Sweet. Still as a stone. I mean, all it really did is it disrupted how I'm going to do my heals a little bit. I have to take damage from the Kraken. It's a baby Kraken. Alright, this thing is tanky. Even with all that spirit weakness, it just doesn't care. Sundred, can you hit it with a true shot? You can indeed. Critical hit chance plus 20%. Like the sound of that. I'm going to let you all do some striking. Oh, 14 damage. I guess the lightning's gonna be boosted here in the water. One model pretty much useless, and they're stunned as well. Sundred's in a spot where she can at least get hit a couple times, which is not amazing. 22 damage there. Weakened Banshee's not that big a deal. But we can use the Honor Blade to get in there and just wipe them out in one go. Since it's a water map, I don't think any of these guys are going to come back from the dead, which is amazing. That retaliation is... it's just devastating. I think maybe we'll just start dropping units. So yeah, let's transfer and seal these tier 3. You can only hit... there's a few around you for sure. Oh, we've... the curse of the ghost ship, once again. Game, I don't understand why you're gonna force me to look at the abilities this thing has. I just don't understand. Execute it. I think we just need to advance and then wait for it to try to attack. It's probably gonna go for its little whale move, though. So we want to not stack up too many of our own troops. Alright, so move over here and punch these. 14 damage. We are on the losing end of the damage scale for sure. It's mostly because we brought zealots. I will be real. Do a little healing there. Li Chan, you're in a pretty bad spot, my friend. We'll just drop the heal into this position. We can wipe out... we're just gonna take a lot of damage from the next turn. We can also come over here and just punch this thing in the back of the head. We take how much from the... oh man, 27. Ah, that's why they do extra damage against embarked units. So that's a lot of damage. Ah, the blind means no retaliation. Free shot there, take down a bunch of their health. Move the healer around. I think we just shoot here. That one's stunned, so we can't do anything next turn. Mass Condemnation is going to do 10 damage and condemn them to the end of the battle, but if they die, then they're no longer condemned. However, that's a pretty good shot there. So now all of these units are going to be taking more spirit damage. Great. Let's see if it matters. Actually doesn't shoot Li Dao. I'm very happy to see that. More Banshees. Okay. Very aggressively hitting one unit. Oh, yep, all in. So I think that means they get to summon in another ghost. Gets around and punches him back. Okay, spicy battle so far. We can wipe you out with some seal bolts. Love to see it. Purging Blast also just get rid of the baby Kraken. You get most of these units over here to help on this side. I mean, how'd that work out for you? Punches my unit and goes down in the process. We can do that with both, right? Yeah, no, we definitely can. How much health do you have? 2? I mean, it's a weird strategy, but it kind of works, doesn't it? Let you take yourself out. We can get more damage over here. Yes, this unit is... Both those units are going to come back next turn, though. That's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Try to get a stun here. Not quite. Not quite. We can definitely just go ahead and go for the Purging Blast, take out this unit almost in one go. Make sure we don't miss. It is a summon, but now it's not very useful. Take out the Wyvern. That's how wrong we were about the thing not respawning. Li Chin, let's go for the triple melee strike here. It's very unfortunate you don't get the flank. Didn't do as much damage as I said it would. Alright, fair enough. Let's go over here and take out the non-summoned Banshee. Ghost Ship is going to be a problem no matter what. So it gets an accident, another summon of the Banshee because of the death of the Kraken. Here, let's re-look at what that is. So Summon Ghost always hits. It's got 3 turn summon. Once used, this cannot be reused until Spirit Beacon triggers. When any non-undead unit dies, the ability can be used again once per turn. That's pretty awesome. So any of these ethereal units we take down, it's recharging the ghost. Alright, well. Go for a poke here. We can get another nice heal next turn too, which would be awesome. Let's go for the Purging Blast on this Banshee. Bring Sundrin over, awaken Li Dao. And the spears, we should have done that first, but that's okay. The amount of times we're going to say that in every campaign is going to be immense. Welcome to being condemned, good sir. We go for the Mantra of Purification to get rid of the poisoning on him. Or Devout Radiance to wipe it out. That means we deal with the Ghost Ship next turn, but that is 10 mana to kill a Banshee, or to kill a Water Spirit. Summons a new friend. At least it's not being very brave. Allows us to wipe everything else out quickly. Be careful about how far the boat can move. Let's not go too far ourselves. We'll just guarantee a hit. And take out the Spirit again. So now he can use his summon again, which is a little bit annoying. Drop that unit. I definitely knew he was there, for sure. We can have him just sit here, and that unit can go down here too. Or you know what, now let's make sure. We can't risk it. That's real unfortunate. Lead out, you have your evocation again. You're inside enemy zone of control, so you can't use it. I mean, can we just go away? you reach, you can. We go for the evocation, it takes out both of the summons. But then we need to move the polearm in to bog them down. I do think that's the call. Go for the double chop. Polearm, just go sit in front. Don't go for anything foolish. I could have moved Li Dao up and got everyone healed at the same time here. Instead, we're choosing Zealot or Hero, which, not a very tough choice, but we should have done a little bit better. We get more range as long as we haven't moved, so let's come over here, that way we get maximum good range. Right, I don't want to use any more mana. Another Banshee appears. Yeah, drops one. Ooh, thank goodness that these guys are so tough. And morale's starting to kick in. We'll just speed up the animations here and happily end this battle. Sunder your defense more. Prefer to do it and not get hit back. If we get lucky, Sundrin takes him out. 3 chances to crit. There it goes. Down with the boat. It's a strike. As long as we get these spirits over here, that's the game. You need to watch out just a little bit for the explosive barrels. All we lost is a single zealot. And we gained ourselves some tier 4 padded armor, so every time we get hit, we get regeneration. That seems awesome. Whole heap of resources, the Staff of Decay. Bleeding and decaying. Would be really good if we were actually going for a kind of a zombie run, but we're not here for this. The exact opposite. Rapid surge, or the padded rapid surge, gives us fast movement and more movement in combat. So I guess when we have another hero that is a little bit slow, we can fix that. 100 Imperium and 396 gold. And now we're 100% about to be attacked by these Kraken. Whenever they're done, I guess, rampaging. You've declared a rivalry too, Seer. We would all be better off without rulers like you. Stay away from me and do not interfere with my plans. See, I see 2 skulls here. What were their names, Evil? Don't you worry about it. Li Chin has leveled up. We can make him a melee mage. Frontline fighter or melee training. Ooh. So just more defense. Or the ability to weaken everyone when they get hit. That seems pretty good. Let's go ahead and give him his signature skill first. We can make him an Initiative Chaos. No, I'm thinking an Adeptive Order is the way. That way we can heal. I'm sorry, did you say you're going to kill my unit? No. I reject. Then we'll also go ahead and grab the extra healing, or the extra health for everyone in our units. 10 extra hit points and 2 more status resist. Endurance training is a go-to every time. So, you know, I like the extra defense. You have garbage defenses otherwise. So I'm thinking the replenishment chest piece is going to need to go on someone that already has kind of really good defenses like a defender. Someone with a big chunky shield. What is it trying to say? Oh, he leveled up. Foresters are going to grant us more draft, and now you've got Butcher and Brewer Ogres from the city itself. Yeah, we're just going to have the Avengers step into Li Dao's army. Get down here since you have a Jade Tiger and go colonize those city ruins for us. I mean, they're definitely going to be declaring a war on us first. Vassals grant us extra gold. That costs 150 Imperium. And that would give us 20 gold from the start there. Bring us 10 now, and then 20 once the Eternal Core joins us. Which will be completed in one turn. How lucky you all are. Oh, the Circle of Zealotry is done. Look at that. Go here to prove who's the bigger zealot by punching each other repeatedly. Yeah, she's got 2 units here. We'll just go stand on these ruins and say, no, absolutely not. These belong to me. Try our best to. Bring the scouts around the outside of her land here. Just to make sure she doesn't have anyone stacked up in the fog. Like these lads. Yeah, that's a lot of troops there, Melanus. All a bunch of legendary skeletons that she's brought up. 7 defense is a lot. For a unit that expendable. Fair enough. Okay, so this stack also needs a healer. We'll just bring them over here to this seal bearer. And they were probably pretty good on healers. Let's send you into... The units are back now. I don't know what's going on up there at all. Let's just go ahead and continue our move path. Earlier they weren't there, now they're back. Another province, so we shall. Let's go ahead and snag a research post here on this Archon blood. Granting us 20 more mana and then extra combat casting points. Blood of the Archons. When the mighty and enigmatic Archons fell in ages past, their blood infused and changed the land in certain places. Now travelers often report feeling strangely invigorated when crossing the hallowed ground. The mysterious substance found therein can be carefully cultivated and gathered as raw magical power. An uncredited scholar was likely pushed into the pool. We're nearly up to our Cosmo Flux. We just need the Tranquility Pool. Where one of those is, I have no idea. Okay, we do have 800 gold, so we would be remiss not to start rushing things. Palace of Vows, we could upgrade. We will be refunded some of this gold, so let's go ahead and grab that now. Next turn we'll have the population. That's way too much to rush. What about you? 38 sounds good, and then we can snag. A Ritual Pyre would be really good for mana. It's a forester that wants to be surrounded by foresters. Okay, so not in this province for now. I guess we'll just go ahead and grab the Stonemason then. Stonemason indeed. I want to see how much the ogres are. Okay, they're tier 2, they cost 100. Makes sense. I don't think we'll be using them. Nah, they're not even as good as the Honor Blade. That's 3 and 2. 80 health, and they only have 2 less health. That's nah. Honor Blades are the goats. Alright, from here, the lads move on towards our next foe, Melanus. We aren't able to declare war on her because it would be very unjust and we would take a penalty to our Imperium and our alignment, which would be a no-go. Right, day 43. And actually, Melanus did manage to take down that Astral Rift, which is a wee bit spooky. Yeah, Necromancers are really tough. Alright, fair enough. Get a bit closer and see what's going on here. Most of the units like me are very wounded. She had some extra skeletons to spare, for sure. Alright, everyone, continue on your way. We're going to hit Slavehold first. We'll move to Taitsu and attack from there. Or at least post up and wait for her to declare war on us. Alright, Sundrin, you can come on back. Also, we can go across and start picking out the other fishing nodes or the other water nodes for just more experience. I see no reason not to. Oh, wow. Heals every turn. We'll leave this Kraken army alone. Someone else can deal with him. Actually, how high rank are you? Personally slay a unit of elite rank or higher. We do need to do that. Swap out this defensive ring for one that allows him to heal. You're gonna be a nightmare. But we have healers and we have... risky battle. No, I'm not going for it. Water battle's not my favorite. We'll come over here and grab this shipwreck, though. A new bounty has been posted. You'll get that Lithuanian cradle. 100 Imperium, 182 of either mana and gold. That is a long ways away from us. We'd have to go down here somewhere. No, I don't think that's going to be a priority for now. Something just tells me. Alright, here's our new vassal that doesn't like us very much. But we come on in and take the Whispering Stone from Fuhung and give it to our grumpy vassals. Inioch, we're glad to have... Oh, it's not Inioch anymore. It's Taylor. Inioch has been... retired. Yes, retired. They're fixed and cannot be changed, huh? Okay, maybe next turn. Yeah, no, that's not how vassals work. You can give them the Whispering Stone to power up your allegiance with them. Okay, so next we have this Tithe Collector completely surrounded. So let's start going for goodies around the monastery. Are you powered up by foresters too? Just farms. Alright, Fuhung, you're going all in on growth then. Grabbing this river, and yes, it is swamp, but it is also a river. Oh hey, like that, we've got the Cosmoflux Elixir. Province improvements with mana nodes grant us more knowledge and mana. Lovely. I thought I said the Eternal Court was lost. What do you mean lost? They belong to me. They don't like us very much. Or opposes chaos because we have chaos. A little bit of chaos going on. Don't be a clown. We are not that chaotic. Circle of Zealotry is... counts as a quarry per province improvement. So anything you surround it with is going to just buff it up. It's a pretty good one. Okay, so in that case, let's go ahead and snag the quarry here. Melanus' claim, really. My town's there. I win. Right, Scout, you come on in here into the passage, and oh, there's a wow, this should have been an easy one for us to finish. Let's have you just set up on auto explore from here. Go find me some goodies. That is a lot of lads. Alright, Hero, you have to wait till next turn. Who all hasn't been moved? Just these guys up here. Well, let's just move them to the edge of our territory then at Fuhung. That way they can go after either being defenses or they can sneak around and start blowing up provinces. Well, I guess I'm probably not allowed to blow up provinces being Captain Good Guy, am I? It's a wee bit unfortunate, I can't lie. The pull of being evil is strong. Alright, so we got a granary and a workshop produced, and now Lee Temple needs some new production, I think. You can have a Hall of Devotion for even more gold for us. Yes, yes. Kunlan also needs production. How many foresters do you have? The answer is not that many. But putting in the ritual pyre here would also not be very good because you got the farm monastery. I guess no ritual pyre. We don't really need it. Oh, we already... Well, that's my favorite. Misclick, just trying to scroll the wheel. Adjacent quarry. Extra draft. Extra draft would be great to boost up with what Inioch already, or Sundrin already is, of House Inioch. So we'll go ahead and put the quarry here, and everything we surround that with, we'll boost it up. Nice. Nice, nice. Fuhong, you need to make more troops, and I'd say let's go ahead and grab ourselves an Inquisitor for the stun. Alright, turn 44 has dawned, and you will notice I did drop the recording for just a moment, just to make sure we didn't lose any of our progress here. I also dropped our shadows down to medium, as the shadows get a little bit janky, but it should hopefully speed up our frames on everything else. We shall see. Shadows do tend to slow things down for no reason. New Empire development skill available. Is it what I care about? Ooh, recruiting units costs 50% less gold. Sounds awesome. We would get to that when we actually start really beelining towards military. Let's go ahead and put a town in here. Rebuild that city. Extra siege slot would be nice too, wouldn't it? Would be nice. Research post over here also sounds pretty good. Even more mana and even more knowledge. We need the other province improvement types here too. I don't really want to spend any of my Imperium grabbing any more provinces though. Didn't only really want to do that very early on. Oh, we've got the Accursed Trickster. I mean, he does deal fire damage. These are awesome. Not something that would really mesh with our playstyle. Or at least thematically, but an incredible unit all the same. Now let's see what's going on here. Where are Milanus' troops? They are suspiciously absent. We can go ahead and put a town in here too. How much is it going to cost? $800 Imperium is kind of goofy. Going over cap though. 25% income loss. I mean, which currently we could probably handle. I don't know if that's worth it just for an additional city over here. We've got this outpost we can turn into one. This one's a much better spot, but we're using this to grab the research post. Okay. To your journey, we'll go ahead and wipe out these things along the coastline. Same thing here, and we can maybe even circle around and land. We don't want to get too close to the Eternal Throne, because part of the reason we have not had any issues thus far is all three of these factions here eventually are going to fight you. This is kind of a 3-on-2. But if you don't get into contact with Mandor early on, you have less issues. Melanus? She has undead for days, and they're all legend here. Let's get moving. Only thing we're missing is that Avenger, which we'll go ahead and bring. Well, truthfully, we can just go ahead and set up a much larger army here with Liddell. Beautiful. When we next unlock another hero, we can send them to kind of gather up things on this side, if that's an import to us. Sit here in guard mode for now. Keep an eye on the surroundings. An eye on the area. Medical workforce actually is probably a good idea. Let's go ahead and drop that air at Wuhan. Got 2 turns left for our Palace of Vows, which is going to give us 1 additional annex range, more gold, and stability per population. Completely fixing our stability here. Okay, we have a little bit of cash. Do I want to spend it on units? To start pumping out honor blades for reinforcements. Seems good to me. How about here at Taizu? Ogres and more seal bearers. I really like seal bearers. Alright, day 45. There's a lot of action going on over here. I can't see if there's any fighting. Actually, hang on now. We're such good friends. Surely you want a defensive pact that I don't have to... Why are you trying to get me to pay you gold, crazy? See if I have any bonus clovers I could just offer her. Now we only have one, so... Now we've got nothing to give you. Sorry, lass. I thought we already had a teleporter pact with you. What happened? Well, now we do. She still wants that for 100 gold. Maybe if we sell one of these items here that we're not using, like the Staff of Decay, I'm not going to use. We can sell that to her for 100, and then let that pay for itself. Yeah, that'll do. You don't even know what you've done. I'm glad to see the bonds we have forged are stronger. And that should allow us to also now grab Share Vision. So now we can see everything that she sees. Where are these spider people? Looks like there's one here. Yeah, that's definitely one of the spider people. Could be an astral rift. There's all sorts of bad stuff up here on the top. She's not done a good job clearing out her area. Very clean. Very not. Oh, she expanded further? Alright, let's not get in trouble then. Let's stand right next to Slavehold so I know what's being built here. You can create a new bounty. No, I think not. I'm gonna let this one clear out eventually here. Oh wait, we can just tell it to bugger off, can't we? Searing Blades is ready. Extra fire damage and more damage against people who are burning. Ooh, a Magma Spirit is very fire dragon. Because Cathay has these kind of birds, called Vermilion birds, they use to power their, all of their flying, like blimp, or battle blimps and such. The, one of the names are, oh, the Sky Junk, which is the flying artillery that basically just shoots rocket barrages in. And then the Sky Junk is the one that where he's got a bunch of ladies with sniper rifles, kind of floats above the map and picks off lads from afar. Skirmishers in range have a chance of weakening, condemning, and slowing. So good, but we don't have any range troops. Let's go for the Magma Spirit. We can summon in more mages in a hurry. Mages that burn, lads. You burned Halberg. Ragnar, are you losing to my vassal? How embarrassing. Oh, there's a lot of expanding underground. Yeah, something we haven't done a very good job of ourselves. We control the overground, but there's a whole nother layer. He's got a couple troops stationed around here. We're so unlucky we don't have any grievances against her. She's building them up against us, though. Oh, we keep trespassing. Well, I think she's going to get a justified war here. It's a little bit yikes. Alright, Melanus, bring it on. We can do a little bit more damage. We can go down into the underground here. Gonna take a couple turns. There is a wonder there. We didn't explore under here at all either. We'd have to excavate our way through, but there's the Shrieker's Tomb on that other side. To find anything else that'll allow us to get stronger. I guess we can just go body these lads around the outskirts. I don't think we'll bring... Now, we need the experience, so we will bring everyone. You two hang out here at Taizu. If you outpower them enough, oftentimes it gives you the event, but I guess not here. We're too strong. The Frostbringer of Inversion. Frost damage is not good against undead, so they're going after the infestation underground there. Let's go ahead and decline this one. We're not going after that Lithuanian Cradle. Give me a new bounty, please. Don't really want to send them out to sea, but there are goodies out here that need to be collected. Safe battle against the undead monkeys. We actually lose 2 units here. No, I think that's purely crazy. Purely crazy. They got the pearls kind of shimmering underneath. That's awesome. It doesn't, I don't think, lend anything to the battle itself. No, it just looks cool. It just looks cool. I do love our flagships have red sails, as they should. Let's hit the units behind. Are these Naga? Well, they are. And, I'm sorry. Monkey snake. The most dangerous. So what is the Naga transformation? Fast movement, amphibious. Oh. Immunity to electrified, so they're like a water-based unit that can't really be shocked. That's kind of cool. Their archers are already quite wounded. Let's go ahead and just let them move into us. How far can you go? Step forward 1. Let the Naga off there. Let's build a wall. I think these Naga pay for it. Full damage is not small. A bunch of stabs there. Now we got friendlies in the way. We can go for a heal here. Let's see how much damage we take in return. We are gonna get poisoned, but they will get stunned. Oh no, man, they healed up quite a bit. So how are you healing? Ah, harmonize. They're the lizard ancients. An interesting combination of units we have here. Let's try to stun these guys too. Alright, they're at least stunned. That means we don't have to worry about them. Gonna try to do the same here. Triple hit. Alright, they're stunned, doing nothing. Going to get shot at by everyone there, unfortunately. But it will give these archers something to do. Drop the heal here. We can outright kill this unit if we hit. Let's just step back to get 100%. Bring them down quite a bit. They're already stunned. Radiance isn't doing much damage here. We can go for the condemnation. It costs a little bit more to make sure we are dealing max damage. Alright, our turn again. I mean, I'm happy to keep swinging at you as long as we keep getting the stun. There it is. Your turn is now useless. Alright, so both of those are kills, but we get retaliated, which I think is completely fine. Oh, they have slip away. That comes from being Naga. Huh, that's a amazing ability. Do the same thing here. They slip away. So they're gonna revive twice? What if we kill there? Not gonna do enough damage to really be worth. We can sail over and blast those archers down a bit. Can't quite stand on the unit that's reviving, but we can move up. Take them down. We'll have these archers up. So are they going to slip away again? Or slip away once per battle? Once per battle. But they did die, so maybe that'll count as them. I don't know, we'll see. Let's go Purging Blast after sailing around here. Oh, we got a graze? Unfortunate prime. Let's go for the triple shot. No crits. Let's take the swordsman down. Okay, good. So it doesn't count as a new unit. The zealots have met their match over here on this side. Didn't quite stun them that time, but they're down to no health. Take one swing back and they go down. Make sure you don't get any retaliation damage, and you can do the same here. Just sail up and give them a smack. And they get a slip away. That's fun. We gotta get a Naga build going here at some point. That gets rid of you. I think you have the opportunity to slip away at least once. This one definitely does. We'll have you sail back and... oh, no such luck. So they slip away and go into guard mode. Ah, well, let's just deal some damage. Now they're gone. Okay, cool. Retaliation, too much. Slip away once, and then we send Zundrin to hunt them down. That's how we do with snake people around here. 114 gold. Absolutely worth. We just want to stay away from Meandor's area a little bit here. So I don't think we'll go ashore to attack any of that. We're just going to hit everything out on the high seas here. Hero has leveled up. Zundrin. This hero is not engaged in melee with the turn start, so he gets extra 20% critical chance on physical range until moves. Wow. Yeah, we'll take the extra crit. Zundrin still doesn't have a better. We'll get you there one day. Yeah, let's bring you down to be reinforcements for this army. There's so many undead running around now. Getting one of our even one of our more elite armies swamped would be really bad. Make me so sad. You're up to 9 population. That's 9 additional knowledge. Now let's go for another stonemason. Increase our production rate. Here at Fuheng, can we speed this along, please? For 202 we can't. But I don't mind queuing up the item forge after they're done there. Recruiting, I don't think that's really very worth it though. Kaidzu is almost to completing this, so let's speed it for 20, and Tribunal is a good one for keeping everyone happy. Sonic Hall, or just even more knowledge, I think is the call. We are working from behind. Alright, turn is again ours. I had to jump up in between to grab my... we had a pot of water on so I could get some ramen cups going. They are done now, but it nearly boiled over in between. Okay, so we've got... yeah, Melanus is just kind of probing the border. She has her Tyrant Knight, her Dark Knights now. Which are pretty dang strong. Kill the weak. What do the wargs do? No one knows. Our Lichbringers are quite ferocious, though. So we've got bounties posted towards the Lytheran. Excuse me. No, I don't want to go blow up that Lytheran cradle. This Astral Rift is all the way on the other side of the map. Also not one we're probably going to go get. Let's go ahead and decline that immediately. You're angering me, Li Dao. I'm warning you, if you keep going like this, I will see an end to your reign right here. Melanus makes it clear that she's going to declare war soon unless you appease them. They cite the following reasons: because they fabricated my desire to throw everyone into the void, trespassing, and I'm a threat. I don't want to buy those. I didn't trespass on purpose. And you know it. There's our max tier city. Quite nice. Our wizard tower is definitely lacking, though. Get the workers on constructing that on in. Okay, so we've got a pretty decent force here. I want to get we need to get up into the next tier of devotion. We've just been sitting here at adherent forever. There's been no opportunities for any good guy maneuvers, so we haven't been able to. Wait. Where's your Avenger? We never actually bring them into the army. Alright, Avenger, your job is to go join with Li Dao. Step on in behind, we'll go ahead and just fight Z's battle. That should be a very easy, safe battle. Yeah, no damage at all. We'll show off the Avenger quite soon, because Melanus is going to declare war on us. He's got armies all over the place. Alright, let's have you go stand and hold the line here. That's going to be a nasty fight. But even outnumbered, I think you can handle it. Li Dao has leveled up. Let's go ahead and give him... Melee Mage is in the way for Arcfire Burst. Chance of inflicting burning. Or we can just go ahead and snag the Incorruptible Spirit. Ooh, you know what? Paired Strike is good. Make him an actual skirmisher. So we need to start producing troops quickly. At least the expendable ones. So Inquisitor, you're only going to cost 12. Let's get more Avengers. We'll take expendables from here at Kunlun because they're cheap. They'll come in at a single turn. And everywhere else we will grab the Avengers from. Beautiful. So they've made it clear they're going to declare war. If we force them to fight on the bridge, I think we have all sorts of upper hand here, so let's just move the scout here. I don't know if it's close enough to, yes it is. It may work out for us, it may not. Sail where you can reinforce. We'll wipe out these mole people. That's okay, we'll take a little bit of damage there. Sail to here, help out with the penguins. We'll see how that one goes. They actually have a mercenary. That's more damage than I'm willing to take. Penguins aren't that scary. Still as stone, even on the high seas. You know, the penguins are not quite as scary in this game as they are in some of the old ones. They just are good on water. They deal more damage against bark targets too. No, they're just the mascot. Oh, how lucky you are. We don't really have to move though. We'll go ahead and Twin Awakening. You're way closer than I'd really like. However, we can completely block that in. I heal everyone. Move you both to good positions. Honor Blade around here. This one can use some heals, so we'll just bring them up into this position. Spears up Honor Blade, Seal Bearer, and then our other healer. Bring them... I kind of do a midpoint. We want to go for making everyone tanky. Sundred can blast the old bow this way, 20%. No such luck. They are now strengthened and condemned. So exciting. That's all our units. We'll go ahead and pass through in there. Come on now. Warrior fails to click buttons. The game. I mean, that was a pretty pitiful first move there, friend. We're gonna go for the heal first this time, though we have more damage coming out. You can come on round behind. One more, and then defensive strike these lads. The no line of sight's kind of funny. Let's go ahead and just hit these penguins then. What grays, really? Love to see it. Transferred seal on these pole arms. Fantastic. And then you can evocation through. So nice of you all to line up for me. Let's go for a Sundren triple shot here. That's a down penguin. A bit more damage. These guys will slip away, so we might want to just let them take themselves out next turn here. And so it's really good for combat or for offense. Yeah, they will just move. So let's just defense up. Without Radiance is going to... See, that gets them down into the range where they can be pretty easily killed if they try to strike us, so let's see. Congratulations, you're blind now. They get the slow... Oh, you left. Fair enough. Oh, we can't get a flank on them anymore. That is 64 damage, or 63 damage. Give those penguins the ramming maneuvers, same here. They slip away once, we can fire. It's not going to be a kill, though. Tankier than they have any right being. They're gonna bolster once, that's fine. We've got enough movement, enough units, we can take out the rest here. Sunder and fire your bow. Oh, did I somehow messed it up, awesome. Well, we'll just have to spend some mana. That's okay. It's a little bit sad, though. Took about the same amount of damage, but we've got ourselves now a Haughty Helm, which gives us 15 more health. It is a Wheaty Helm. Looks like a outpost area. Oh good. Deep Fear. Your troops engage the Kraken spawn and its minions, but they cower in fear rather than put up a fight. Even with the freedom of the depths below them, the creatures tense up and remain frozen, with their eyes wide and fixed on your troops. That's because they're dumb animals. The only sound coming from them is the occasional splash of water as they fearfully await their fate. Do you let this scared Kraken spawn go? Yes. We need 5 more devotion, or 5 more good guy points to hit the next tier of devotion. Devotee. Nice, good collection of both of those materials. She thinks she's scary, but the truth is, no. Absolutely not. Melanus, I don't really care about making you mad anymore, so, go ahead and build a quarry there, too. What are you gonna do about it? Let's bring these seal bearers to go join, if at all possible. Close enough? No. Yikes, it's a little bit spooky. No, but yeah, we'll go ahead and bring them in. Inquisitor, get moving. Not knowing what's over here is not my favorite. In fact, we may need to send a scout round. That's a lot of space that we can't see. Let's send the Inquisitor over here. He's not an amazing scout, but he'll do for now. At Taitsu, we're gonna go ahead and keep grabbing more honor blades now. How much was it to rush the Institute? 64, which we could then immediately grab. Arcane battlements. Or a storehouse. Let's go ahead and grab this and then snag the Caltrop stash. Make our fight against her easier if she comes on in. We have Lead Out just sit there and keep punching zombies in the face. We can build up his renown. Yeah, next we want to save for advanced logistics or one of these higher tier ones here. 10% more income from all of our vassals sounds pretty great. Man, speaking of soup, I was having me a snack there. Sober Soup Festival. You've treated your citizens in Fuheng well. Now they wish to invite the people of Morn to celebrate. Local guildmaster titters excitedly. We were thinking of organizing a collective festival, my fire dragon. It seems the cultured Fae of Morn love our sober soup. What is sober soup? And they promised to share one of their delicacies in return. We're planning on musical performances, a grand market, and a feast for all. These festivities will be a great opportunity to strengthen our bonds with their city. What approach do you prefer, my fire dragon? We gain enough food for an additional population. This wealth should flow into the economy of Fuheng. Yes, glorious. The people are in absolute harmony, which is going to give us 15% more production, draft, and food. Reaching out so we can make sure we can come into contact with the other cities down here is probably not a bad call. At this point, it's going to be really, really hard for this city to, unless we wrap them around. The slavehold is in the way, and I should not have grabbed this. Maybe I can release that province. Is that what this does? I'm not going to do it yet, but when it's time. Eternal Court should share... Oh, they already got a border with us, so there's no problem. They should also get bonuses, I think. Okay, well, I guess we'll just keep popping these farms around the monastery then. Huge amounts of growth here. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Arachna has returned from the void. That den is so far away. What is a bronze? I think we can handle that. That journey would be immense, though. There's no others near us, except for the dragon up here that we are never going to be able to do again. Alright, fine. Let's go ahead and accept that. Will we get that way at some point? Maybe. But let's accept it next turn. Ooh, lady, I cannot wait to start fighting with you. We have the means. Alright, so we'll bring all the seal bearers together. Are those zealots or are they honor blades? Okay, good. They're the far superior honor blades. We're gonna go ahead and give up the bridge. Bring the scout through to see what's back here. This scout, we're gonna go... Need to see if there's any units over here. We would be in quite a bit of trouble. Well, I don't want to lose the Inquisitor for no reason. They've cleared everything over here out, which makes it a good opportunity for another city here soon. The temple can grab itself another province. Awesome. Iron here. Iron here. Let's expand towards this Archon Blood, even if we can't really make use of it yet. We'll grab a Forester. Water Blades, come on in behind. That way if we need to fall back into Fuheng, we have some reinforcements. I'm thinking... Catapult towers are going to be very nice. The ballistas are good too. Caltrop Stash will slow everyone down trying to get in there. Don't have any real foresters surrounded by foresters at the moment. Let's go Blacksmith then, to boost how fast we're training troops. Completely forgot to activate our Searing Blades. What a big dumb I am. Keep you lads here. No, lead dad won't be able to get involved, that's okay. We'll just stay on these ruins until they are rebuilt into a proper town. That's Mandor, and I'm not excited to meet him. Oh darn, I don't think we have a lot of choice. We can cut across here. No, I'm gonna turn around. We meet him anyway. You meet the ruler of this realm, the Shadow Prince himself. His gaze is absent. He seems to look right through you. I guess we'll give you kind of a snarky British accent. So, I meet Fire Dragon Li Dao. Are you here to become part of my eternal court? Or are you intruders, here to ransack my realm as humans did my fathers? All elves are connected to this world. When they are torn from life, many elven souls attempt to return here. So many never make it, becoming lost. I will not let that happen again. I will preserve every soul that arrives here. Mandor doesn't seem interested in negotiations with you in his current state. Oh, well. If he doesn't want to negotiate, then I'm just gonna say, go away. Ah, we found one of his scouts. My folly. Yeah, we could take out a couple of more of the wonders nearby. This is all blocked in. I think we need to go all in on war with Melanus. Andor. How goes it? What if I give you, good sir, this Inversion Staff and consider it a gift? How's it going? Alright, fair enough. Works for me. Actually, can we get a wizard bond with you? He wants gold, man, if only. So, I don't want to sell you anything. If I sell you something, Sylvani. Such as this Umbral Juggernaut. Yes, we get enough gold to possibly pay Mandor to be a friend. We can not fight him till we're ready. But also, I don't really want to spend the gold that way, I can't lie. Party Helm, let's go ahead and sell this for 60. Not bad. Okay, so we do have the small monster den over here behind Necrolus. It's not that much of a concern. Alright, more units in Kunlan. Now we're just keep going Honor Blades. Honor Blades all day. Scout, there's nothing down here. We're gonna actually keep you off of Auto Scout and go figure out what's down in the south. That way we can sub our Inquisitor out. Here at Taizu, let's go one more Honor Blade. Alright, day 48 dawns. I have been denounced. Okay, Melanus. You have crossed me. I advise you to stop this treachery, or there will be consequences. How about you come fight me, then? You keep dragging this out, and I can't figure out why. Now we got a Fire Spirit, we can grab a Monk. Immolation. Let's just grab the Monk. Let's just grab the Monk. So what's going on down here? No units from Melanus. So, I mean, we could maybe set up an attack from the north. Nice, because she has another town down here. They do need a general, but we can bring them down. Searing Blades is ready. It's going to be a 60 upkeep. We have so many infantry. We'll have to wait on that. Definitely will have to wait. Alright, Commandment has been founded. That is not the name of this town. Since it's down here in the port, we'll call this the Hanyu port. Hanyu port. If we get ourselves another nautical governor, maybe we'll be in good shape. Will that happen? I don't know. We'll see. Let's get in the palisade walls here at the port. Yeah, we'll just wait there. I kind of want to attract some population. This is going to take 3 turns. House levies. Oh, there we go. We got advanced logistics. We can move on roads much faster. That is key to victory here. Melanus, you're only rank 13. What do you have? The Disheartening Orb. What, doesn't even do the Lithuanian stuff. It just looks like a Lithuanian crystal. Much more warpstony, actually. Accurate Crown. She is not nearly as set up as some of the enemies we fought before. Vampire Spider, you look cool. You got lots of life still going on, don't you? So do you then get 10 hit points back whenever you hit someone? That'd be pretty cool. She's not that tough. All things considered here, she is really not tough. We just can't. We're not allowed to declare war, are we? Alright, so Li Dao, you go ahead and take the forward position here on this bridge. And we need to consolidate the rest of these troops here. Have them set up behind Li Dao, and then... Actually, no, have them set up on top of the port here. Or the underground passage, so no one can come out. You're stuck in there now, fools. You actually being in the town means we won't be able to come help if anything happens. You can just walk in and take it, but then that would be a really bad call, so let's go ahead and step off the port. Otherwise, they will not reinforce. What's keeping them from reinforcing? Maybe the river? I think 2 armies of ours is still more than enough to deal with anything Melanus can throw at us. Extra damage. Being able to summon in an extra ally, I think, is going to be better than just hitting people in the face with a soul staff, so go ahead and swap that. And instead of these boots, we'll give you the rapid surge, you can move further. Nice. Commandment founded. Kunlun can annex another province, and we need to get into the forge here. Start building. Buff up our tithe collector with another forester. Move out, troops. Upgrade you to the Oath Square there, Temple. Yeah, let's see what we can build. So we've got some pretty decent infusions. We only have 1 of each, so we can't make anything too crazy. I'm thinking, if anything, let's try to make a better bow for Sundrin. It needs to be fancy. You can have this bow from Ways of War. Spirit damage on the bow. Ooh, yes. Critical hit chance. Inflict condemned. We're already doing that with our hits. Man, if we had a freeze build, wet would be perfect for that. Maybe just more critical hit chance. Inflict slow would be also pretty awesome, because now they're going to be doing nothing in terms of retaliating. And then we come into our arsenal and start breaking stuff down. That way we can actually build this. Party armor, no thanks. And now we have more than enough to build up our sharpened bow. Beacon would be awesome too. Sundered resistance or a status vulnerability. If we had the Undead Slayer, that'd be incredible. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and go for weakened, so anyone that she's hitting is not hitting her back for much. Ah, we need more of those. Okay, fine. Open up the arsenal again and break down the power cleaver. It says it's scorching, but it's dealing ice damage, so... trash. The slowing bow? Now, we'll call this Sundrin's... we'll call this Sundrin's Sniper. 20% extra crit chance. I think she has something like 60% total now. Which is great. Alright, Hanyu port. All set up. Gotta figure out if she has any reinforcements, which she thankfully doesn't. Once we take out these first armies of undead, it's gonna be a quick jaunt into her town. I don't want to send Sundrin after the wonder down here. In fact, let's go ahead and do it. Let's do it. Come on, now we should have probably taken the road. Connecting a road between Hanyu and Taitsu more efficiently is probably a good idea. More troops here at Kunlan. And a turn. Day 49, and we are approached in the forest. This looks awesome. With Li Wen, his expression betrays dejection. No, you're fine as a duelist. Stay your course, sir. You're doing fine. A new development skill is available. Being an infestation grants you a unit. Our chaos is building up slowly. Rite of Enduring Duty is also pretty incredible. Monks are done. We need one more research cycle to be through to the next home. Ooh, the ground catches on fire. It does take 2 turns, that's a pretty good one. Anyone who is not weak to spirit, we can hit him with, or who is strong against spirit, we can just hit him with some fire. Slavehold is pretty well undefended. What's going on over here? New outpost? Interesting. Very interesting. Once we get teleporter tech. Let's spend some more of our food here as well. That's no problem. And allows us to then upgrade our wizard tower for more Imperium. Let's grab a Mantle Obelisk. We kind of need this in a bunch of towns. We'll do this here too. A Mantle Obelisk 4-3. We need 2 quarries. No boost, unfortunate. Sometimes that's just the way. Sundrin, you head underground. And we'll go punch these bone boys in the face first. And then we can take the Temple to the Godir. This outpost will also pay for itself because of the gold node, so it's a perfect spot for it. Come on down to join the Horde. Good to see you, lad. Looks like you could use some more troops. We'll have this Honor Blade just join you. We have 3 armies here, so we're going to have to split them up. In fact, 3 armies, we might want to send 1 up this way so we can have 2 or 3 stack hitting Slavehold. You will be swamped with our units. Caltrop stash, done. We have no gold, though, so we'll let that produce some resources. Beautiful. You're so close to the Teleporter Pact. Melanus is all alone. Hurry up and declare war on me, lady. Obviously you're scared. You're number 2, I'm number 4. Go for it. You can easily handle us. You haven't been doing too well on your transformations, though. I'm gonna sit here. We'll be on our way soon, don't you worry. I need to get into fights in my own territory, so actually you fall back into the port. Alright. Actually, we just pull you out of this group and have you take over here. That way we have 3 heroes in one spot. Probably a good idea here next turn. Let's send this zealot up to join this crew. This outpost isn't really worth keeping an eye on, but what's down? Dark Lair. A really easy one to clear. Lots of free experience. Alright, we just need a little bit more mana, that way we can actually pop in our Burning Blades. And we'll pass the turn. Alright, day 50 dawns. Actually, I realized we should have sent the... Or at least seen if we could send the Whispering Stone over to the Eternal Court already. No, you can't. Interesting. I can pay you a heap of mana, or gold for mana, or way more mana than I have for some knowledge. Okay, well I lose all of my benefits here, but we can just drop the stone back in. Outpost founded, glorious. That work camp is still costing 100, so I'm not going to do it yet. Sundren, go take out these undead flyers. Should be very simple. And we'll allow you to... we need to fight that. But then we'll allow her to wait a turn before she gets her new bow. Then we can take on the... This looks awesome. Look at these obsidian fields. Alright, fair. I do still love getting a shot without having to move. And it's a bonus critical damage shot too. Enjoy. 52 damage. Didn't get a crit, but we did condemn. How far can you move? Let's test him then. Bring yourselves on in, fools. A weak effort. However, I can't hit you from here, which is unfortunate. White sad, in fact. Nah, I think we'll just go for the counter stance. So since everyone's kind of all here together, we can counter stance most of the units I care about. Oh no, we could easily make that a bit more effective for us. We counter stance everyone here, and then move in and start bopping these undead demons here. Flyers can come over the top, but I don't think that really matters. You have enough damage to kill here? No, but you can hopefully allow others to. So we'll just blast in there. 35 damage. Already used your attack. I mean, neither of these are going to be very good. 16. I was wrong. Let's go defensive strike. That nearly wipes them out. But we're going to go ahead and just hit them once. Kill the big Drake. 23 damage twice and pass the turn. Goes after Sundren. Brave but foolish. Sundren is protected by the most elite. Kind of. Blood Awakening here. Have you just strike them once. I realized we should have sent the Honor Blades, but it works out. Flopper in time. Okay, that's how you handle that battle. And we'll go to the Temple of the Godir here next turn. See, that's enough gold that I'm happy to grab a work camp. That way, as soon as we grab the Temple of the Godir, we can go ahead and annex it. The treaty has expired with Morn. Go ahead and get both of those active again. Oh, you can't. I thought you could. Oh, I really care about the production more than the food. Melon is still not willing to go to war with us. We may have to start fabricating some grievances ourselves. That's very expensive. It'll give them a grievance, but I don't want to... We can't have... Oh, you have to have a grievance to announce them for it. Okay, well. She's our rival. I guess there's nothing we can do about it. Bounty has been posted to get this astral rift all the way down here at the bottom of the sea. I'm thinking... I mean, there's none left. We might as well just start accepting them. If we fail, oh well. There are almost no infestations anymore. Well, I'm glad they don't respawn. It would at least allow us to build up some cash. You come over here. We'll just build up. That's another Avenger. We want the Avengers with the main force. Oh yeah, we want the majors, the Avengers with the main force. So you go this way. Keep these three here. And then this is how they can go join up with them too. There we go. Army's starting to come together. We just need a little bit more mana that we can afford all of the lads that we have running around with melee weapons. 66 is a lot right now. Let's pull up the cities tab, make this a little bit easier. Get the monolith for a nice 20 more mana income. Ritual Pyre I would love to actually be able to utilize. We only have a few foresters around though. That one would only be benefiting from 2. So it's 16 mana. Not very worth. We'll just grab the monolith for a turn. Let everyone keep building up in terms of food. Snag the research post over here. We'll read that along. And then looks like everyone's still quite happy. Everyone's still quite happy. So we'll go for a library. Boost up knowledge even further. Join with this auxiliary force. We have movement. We need orders, General. Soon you shall have them. You're missing a single unit here. I think we'll just deal. Let's go Fanatical Workforce here at Uhung. Oh, it's already under the effect of that spell. Kunlun then. And then we continue to wait. I don't want to move out of our own territory here. I want to try to get our renown built up. You guys wait. Slavehold is fairly undefended. Fairly undefended indeed. We could use the other scouts we have running around to build some roads for us. Fix their garbage bad guy infrastructure. There's nothing down here to collect, so back up then. Good to know. I mean, they could be building an army up here. That'd be crazy. Let's go towards Lothek in between. Production and Tights, ooh. Let's go Shrine. I really want to enchant our troops with the Burning Blades. Alright, turn belongs to us again. We've got Ignite done, so now we can pick ourselves a new tome and actually progress. And to do so, we are going to go ahead and grab the Tome of Cleansing Flame. Utilize the zeal of your troops to bathe the battlefield in cleansing flame that punishes the condemned and blesses the faithful. It's 1 order, 1 chaos. We got a cleansing flame shield, which is going to make it so all burning ground, no matter what, is going to become cleansing flames. So that means that units passing through this or ending their turn on this hex that aren't zealous or faithful are going to suffer burning. Zealous or faithful units are going to lose 1 of their negative status effects, so it cleanses it. And then condemned units are going to lose 1 of these, so it also is going to purge positive status effects from anyone who is condemned. So it's like a burning ground that is really good for us, bad for enemies.
Blessed be the light which burns inside the heart of the zealot, who channels the fire within and smites the wicked with wrathful flame. Fear not the scorching heat, for it purifies the corruption that resides within all. Wield the blazing sword, cast an inferno upon your enemies, and behold, where the flame has passed, only the faithful remain.
Another quick jump cut. These Pyre Templars here are one of my absolute favorite tier 4s. Brought in with the Eldritch Realm DLC. So, you've got Eldritch Realms, you've got the Tome of the Cleansing Flame to deal with all those Umbral Demons. For us, is going to be dealing with all of the undead. So we're going to go ahead and grab the Pyre Templar here, because this is, I believe, an enchantment. Makes our melee attacks deal burning, which would really synergize with the Searing Blades. Interesting. Target unit gains Zeal. If it already has it, it's strengthened. Enemy units at a 2x radius get condemned, and you make flames. That's a crazy spell there. Pyre Templar first, though. First tier 4 unit. So I see if someone else steps on the watchtower, you lose the vision for it. Which I guess does make sense. We've got the Beacon of Valor. Everyone fights harder while under siege. We get more draft, too. Let's go ahead and snag the Wizard Tower. It's expensive, but it's worth it. Sundren's Sniper is done. So Sundren, your new bow. Oh, and it looks great. Confirm. 13 and 10 per shot. Her true shot deals so much damage now. That's 67 on a hit. Okay, Sundren. Let's go deal with the Temple of the... He was hiding behind the tag. Behind the Temple of the Godir. Sundren of House Inioch approaches the Temple of the Godir. A fading, unreadable words are emblazoned across the first footstone. Sundren sees a crumbling statue at the far end of the temple, depicting an unknown ancient Godir. Before she can progress further, an exemplar appears, followed by a booming voice. You walk in divine halls of a Godir long lost. Is your fire dragon to be its new patron? Prove he is worthy through this trial. Confess and prove your fire dragon is worthy of our devotion. Sundren of House Inioch's army looks at her, curious at how she'll respond. Ooh, none are free of sin, but I aim to be better. I was hoping that would give us good guy points. Maybe we do if we win. So we've got a couple of Monk Toads, a Unit Stealer, and a Chaplain to heal. I still think we could win. The dragon's scary, but not as scary as Sundren. How does auto-resolve handle it? Oh, good grief. Let's just watch this one then. Did I hit retry instead? I'm a big ol' idiot. That's hilarious. Okay, well, we'll fight it ourselves then. That's quite annoying, but what can you do? You actually have to read what you're clicking. We have an honor blade at all. We've got one. Okay. So the one honor blade can go here. Zealots alongside them. We'll just kind of stack dudes up alongside Sundren. None of the units that matter can reach her. I really don't want them to convert my lads here. We can have them advance close enough to be captured, and then we can just kind of drop down the resistance. Hope that works. Jump in, and oh, they can actually jump in and kick Sundra to the face. I've got Monk Toads. Get shot back for 16. Alright, the Exemplar is here, and so is the Dragon. You being that close is lame. Can we just smack them and hopefully let's stun these toads? You're condemned now, brother. They don't get stunned, though. Okay, well, I'll just use the water then to push everyone away. I said, use the water to push everyone away. Perfect. We need to use your awakening. Should have done that earlier, but also, right? True shot can almost knock out. Oh, it absolutely can, though. They will heal them. So, you know, we need to knock them out. 68 damage. You gone. Exemplars are mean, but I think we'll just deal with whatever damage they can throw at us. 2 more toads fall. That's a toad down if we decide to. Pretty devastating. Even the retaliation coming out of the dragon isn't that bad. Hit him thrice. Try to get the stun. Excellent. Now we can just go for the kill or beat the smack out of this dragon here. You're condemned now, dragon. We can distract you. That's a pretty strong ability. The dragon can go wherever it wants to. Let's just move to here and knock this unit out. We've got the Ignite ability. Set someone on fire. And the ground is set on fire too. Ooh. Cleansing Flame. Actually, if they try to... That's Cleansing Flame, right? Yeah, it switched. It became on fire, and then it switched over to kind of a weird... glowy fire, kind of like Oberon if you're playing over on Warframe. Interesting. I could have swore they were going to go after Sundren. Does take one swing on our healers. They absorb it like champs. Yeah, that's an easy kill. However, they can get more damage with their defensive strike. They go through and hit him in the face. 37 damage is nice. Sundren. People need to be stronger. True shot just wipes out the dragon. Bonk. 91 damage. Seems good to me. We can ignore this unit and go take out the Lightbringers. I think that's what we're gonna do. Smack. No more conversion for you, fish. And these guys are basically done anyway, so let's move up to bother the Exemplar. There's me. Alright, now we can either heal, go for any Radiant. Now we honestly don't need to do any spells at all. Bringers of the Holy Cleansing Flame. True shot here is just not quite gonna kill. One awakening you two. Take out the dragon. I thought you would. Well, that's a darn shame, that is. You zealots can go bother that. Of course a mace is going to work on a dragon. They didn't pay their taxes. Send you along after these poor fools. There is no escape. Only the void. I thought the Vowkeeper had zeal. Why don't we have zeal? Was that only for our infantry? Hang on. It is only for our infantry. Ah, okay, so we don't have faithful, we have zeal. Or we don't have the other way around. Okay, so we have to catch on fire once, that's fine. They're not going to end their turn anyway. Yeah, we'll go have to get once back. That's alright. Anything to give Sundred another kill. Push on to tier 4. Good night. Sundred has withstood the trials of the Temple of the Godir in your name. The halls fall silent. As Sundred ventures further, a shimmering passes over a massive statue at the far end of the temple. When the light disappears, the statue is changed to show none other than you, Fire Dragon Li Dao. The voice booms once more. You have proven yourself a worthy Godir, Fire Dragon. Henceforth, this temple will be dedicated to you and your divine word. The voice fades, and with it, the original words of the temple. A silence falls as the temple waits for a new creed. We gain 200 Imperium, stability through law, divinity through majesty, or unity through sacrifice. Where now we can become a devotee. Up to 95. We have to get up to 120 to become a paragon. We are getting there. But now we should have 4 additional spirit damage as long as we're not flanking. A bounty has been posted to go after Arachna. How surprising. He's tired of your nonsense, Arachna. Our devotion has changed to devotee. Good to know, so all of our cities are even more stable. Which means we shouldn't have to worry about stability for the rest of the game here. Just stable. I mean, hey, we might have to a little bit. Alright, well, with the capture of that temple, you can come on back to the surface. Well done. 600 Imperium is so much. Not enough for anything I really care about, though. I mean, we're going to probably try to grab all of the order ones just for the trophy. There's an achievement for getting all of the affinity on a single line, which I have not done just yet. Embarrassingly enough. Extra siege projects. Now we'll save. Excavating's fine too, but I just don't want to spend the Imperium on it at this point. Spending turns doing nothing is not what we want to do. We could just go ahead and dismantle these, that way we could put up a... That's a dangerous amount of Imperium. So we can put up an outpost. Everyone into position. We're bringing him this way, that way we can actually initiate the siege on Slavehold if we want to. Okay, so we have Honor Blades for days, an Inquisitor, and an Avenger. We could use another healer. And then some more Seal Bearers. Sworn Guards are not my favorite. We just don't have the cash, so we'll just go ahead and wait. Oh, it's no problem. Extra knowledge per population starts to be worth it once you have 10 and above. But let's go ahead and just send the scouts around. Any more watchtowers would be perfect, but it doesn't seem like there are. We'll snooched into between Lothek and Necrolus. And we wait. Would love a battle in friendly territory. We'll see. It looks like they've just left. Melina sits here, which will make her easy to take down if she stays foolish like that. We'll see. Now let's pass the turn. After activating Searing Blades, of course, 66. is a lot, but now our weapons are so deadly. All of our heroes pretty much spread burning, so that means everyone's gonna be dealing 20% more damage. Alright, day 52. Was one of the primal serpents up here? That's gonna be a problem for someone. Primordial Basilisk. Got the RGB eye color change. He is a monster. Got Blight Coil, deals damage, and up to 2 other enemies within 3 hexes, so everyone's taking 20 damage. And then they can't move. How exciting. Doomgaze is a stun from 6 meters away at AoE stun, and then you got Primordial Envy to deal with. All friendly units attacks gain a 60% chance of stealing, a positive status effect. Also Serpentine Curse. You can just turn someone into a Plague Serpent. Under your control. Only a little bit broken. They're going to be very difficult for them to deal with. Province to be annexed. Just keep surrounding the Circle of Zealotry. Or we can start building up another special province improvement area over here. So the Tithe Collector's surrounded. We can get another forester in here. This city wants more foresters than anything else, as the Trollkin governor. Go to a Steel Bastion, allow us to recruit Avengers here. That would be quite nice. Up in the Ritual Pyre here, get some more mana going. We lose 5 food, gain some draft. All we can ever grab is 2. Let's go for the Bastion here, too. We can just outproduce her with cities. And we can snag the Pearl Mine off the coast here. We've got no farms yet. Pearl Reef gives us... Well, that's an incredibly beneficial tile there. Yeah, let's go for the farm. Go for the farm early on here. Get a new hero in 4 turns. We could increase it for 120. I prefer to increase our amount of cities we're allowed to have. Go for another Honor Blade there, which I don't believe we need. She's all by herself. I don't know if she's trying to bait us into declaring war or what. So if we were to declare war without justification, alignment relation penalties, yeah, that's not gonna work. We have to be good guys. All wars must be justified, apparently. Work camp to grab the Temple of the Godir here, that's even more mana. And also, Blessed Soul. A unit that actually goes along with what we're doing here. Archon's Smite. You're condemned that deals double damage, then Beacon of Hope. Target friendly unit with morale of low, and fix it. At once. It is the anti-Joy Siphoners. Do we just keep trespassing on Melanus to make her mad? I think we do. I think we do. Yes, we want to trespass. It doesn't make anyone despise us more. We'll just take over her stuff here. That's my watchtower, lady. Make her as mad as possible so she hurries up and declares war. Let's maneuver around the outside here. That way we can actually attack Slavehold in a single turn. Peaky. We'll set you on the bridge. There's no escape. Sundrin is back. Which means you all are doomed. We'll send her over here after Slavehold. Now comes the predicament of trying to provoke her into a war. Once we hit 800, we can go ahead and snag the expanded governance, grab one more city, then probably stop for now. Probably after that we can stop. She's close enough, she's probably going to start grabbing all of these, so we'll probably just open up the town here, that way it can connect to Fuheng immediately. Just grab everything around this area. Sounds good to me. Go for another fanatical workforce, extra production. I do like to use that on our capital here. Wizard Tower in another turn. Glorious. Oh, Melanus is going to just come and attack us. And we definitely... Okay, there's no... How do we not escape? Does she have the... Does she have the ability to summon in zombies on us too? Let's find out. What do you have that can one-shot a Wayfarer? I'm sorry. Nothing? Yeah, get out of here. Ah, so you were saying because you're... Right, our turn. The bounty has been failed because someone else took it out first. That's fine. You were falsely denounced. Oh. Well, hang on now. Are we able to completely unjust? He's got 118 grievances. We can forgive that, though. She attacked a non-hostile army and falsely denouncing. So we can forgive this one for 5. Or we can forgive the cheaper one for 5. We're at 100 out of 120. We're so close. Alignment changed to pure good. Beautiful. He's still neutral, so we're gaining positive relations with him. He's suspicious. Denounced. Because we've been denounced. Not by him, but by someone else. A brigand camp. Where is this one out? Probably one we can even take out, but we'll just go ahead and accept it. Wizard Tower, rank 1. Okay, so there's some actual nodes over here for us to pick up. They are... Well, this one's not actually occupied. We'll go ahead and put in a quarry there, then. Yep, the troops are ready to invade. Sundrin, you come over the northern portion here. We can keep trying to get them to attack our scouts. We lose our scouts then for a few turns, but we can have them come in here and keep making her mad until she declares war. Oh no, we're gonna trespass. Oh, they're standing on it now. So if we declare war, we lose 60 alignment. Nah, we're not doing that. We're gonna trespass, but we're not gonna declare war. Yep, lads, we wait. Not my favorite, but it's what we do. Production at Fuheng. The Workers Guild. Extra fortification health, and then production per quarry. Do like the Workers Guild. We can get the Knowledge Guild everywhere else. How many? We only have 1 research post. Yeah, the Workers Guild's the way to go here then. Let's get that in now. Production at Kunlan. Still not looking amazing there. Although, actually, this is not a terrible spot for one. Yeah, let's do that. 19 mana. Alright, so Melanus once again has attacked one of my innocent Wayfarers. Stop trying to fight. What's wrong with you? We gotta run ourselves. Could we win? Maybe. How much damage do you deal? 6. You don't even have the extra benefit from spirit damage, so it's really not worth it. Just run, and we can forgive all these transgressions she keeps transgressing against us, of course. Alright, the turn falls back to us. We'll try to make this probably our final turn here for today. We just need to get Melanus to be willing to declare war on us, so I guess we have to keep trespassing. Just keep making her mad. Our forces are about equal. That's what you think. She's right down here and we'll get throat chopped. Our vassals grant us more income. City cap first, and then more income. I think I will actually go put it over here. This is just a good outpost spot. Yeah, this is just a good outpost spot. So we'll have to bring one of our generals back, won't we? Sundren, you're too good for the front line. I guess we'll go ahead and send you. Just hustle up to these ruins. Both of our scouts are here. And that could throw things off. You are a zealot, so we don't need you with Sundren here. Let's move you on somewhere else. On you, Port can annex a new province. All of these nautical research posts are what we want. Go ahead and snag a forester here. Start connecting it closer towards Fuheng. I don't know if we'll be able to make this happen, though. We'll try. Everyone who was underground, I'm pretty positive, is now trapped there. A lot hang out. We're preparing for a war. We're not doing a ton of actual war preparation, are we? Trading all here. Shipyard is even more gold. I'm thinking more cash. We want the Institute at the Lee Temple as soon as we can. This one is covered in farms at the moment. Or adjacent farm. It's a good one to put on the other side here, where it's surrounded by farms. Let's go ahead and go with the storehouse just to keep boosting up growth. And then how much is it costing us here at the... It's so close to being worth it. Or so close to being able to afford it. Okay, well that's all we can get to for this turn. We've got 67 more gold to spend. Or sorry, 67 more mana to spend on more enchantments, which is fantastic. For our next research, we're nearly through to the Fire Templar. We can go ahead and lock one of these two, too. Yeah, let's go ahead and lock the Blessed Champions here. Beautiful. I will pass the turn, and we'll go ahead and end the episode when we next meet at the end here. Melanus attacks one of our scouts again. I think it's just gonna keep trying to kill him. Oh, he escapes this time. Good. Alright, return out here on the map. It seems to go faster when I have our cursor all the way out here to the map. Alright, so let's just give it one last look over. She's still not willing to go to war with us. We don't have nearly enough grievances. Starting to build up, though. Declaring war now means we're evil. However, if we get enough of these grievances... We've got 4. Hang on now. We can forgive all of them. And become a paragon. So now we have 5 spirit damage. Show me what paragon means for us. Oh yeah, no, here, it's right here. 40 extra stability and then 5 spirit damage, and then the Avenger units have their Paragon of Righteousness active, which means we've got the Ginsuga Tensho Radiant Slash. So now no more forgiveness for you, only the sword, ma'am. Got 200 production here. Awesome. A Circle of Zealotry is draft, not production. Then let's go for an estate hall. even more growth going. Perfect, and with that, that's going to be all the time I've got for today. Thank you all so much for dropping on by the 4th episode of our Eternal Court campaign. If you all enjoyed the video, please remember to leave a like, God, and a sub for the sub, and I'll see you all in the next one.